Kama nchi tukiangalia vizuri tuone ya kwamba the pressure is too much, na wanafunzi especially wale wako boarding school can be given even a weekend off, we must do it as a country to avert whatever is happening in our institutions. Even this, I'm requesting them, whether you are going to reduce fuel prices or not is not on the table. You must reduce fuel prices. It is a matter of when. So don't buy time, my friends. Act to the point where you can act before Kenyans push you to act and you'll be in a corner. So, hawa watu wa serikali saa ingine wanakausha kichwa.
Just a few years ago, Ndindi Nyoro was widely viewed as one of the fastest rising politicians in Kenya. He was young, articulate, highly educated, a vocal defender of President William Ruto before the 2022 general election. However, many politicians, political observers even described him as one of the future faces of Kenya Kwanza. But today, questions are increasingly being asked. Has Ndindi Nyoro lost political ground? Has his influence within Kenya Kwanza changed? Or is he quietly preparing for an even bigger political future? Tonight, we examine the rise of Ndindi Nyoro, the development that have shaped his recent political journey, and what they could mean for his future. Let's start here, at the rise of Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro entered national politics as the MP for Kiaru. He quickly became known for his detailed discussions on the economy, taxation, budgeting, and development. Unlike many politicians who relied mainly on Raila, Nyoro often emphasized policy and economic issues. He also emerged as one of William Ruto's strongest allies during the period when Ruto served as deputy president. That loyalty helped raise his national profile well before the 2022 election. Supporters admired his confidence and communication style, while critics challenged some of his positions. Either way, his profile continued to grow. When Kenya Kwanza formed government, many expected Ndindi Nyoro to remain one of the coalition's most influential young leaders. He was later elected chairperson of the National Assembly's Budget and Appropriations Committee, one of the parliament's most powerful committees because of its role in scrutinizing public spending. His appointment reinforced the perception that he was among the government's key emerging figures. Over time, Kenya's political landscape evolved, and within Kenya Kwanza, new alliances, leadership changes, and shifting priorities led to changes in parliamentary leadership and committee assignments. These developments prompted public debate about Nyoro's political standing. Some commentators view them as a setback. Others argue that changes in parliamentary roles are a normal part of politics and do not necessarily determine a politician's long-term influence. What is clear is that these developments sparked widespread discussions about his future. Despite the political debate, Ndindi Nyoro continues to enjoy support among many constituents in Kiaru and maintains a national profile through public appearances and commentary on economic issues. Supporters describe him as disciplined and policy-oriented. Critics argue he needs to broaden his national appeal and strengthen alliances across different regions. Like many ambitious politicians, his next moves will likely shape how his career develops. Kenyan political history shows that careers often rise, slow down, and recover. Many senior leaders have experienced periods outside the political spotlight before returning to prominence. Political influence is rarely static. Alliances change, coalitions evolve, and public priorities shift. This is why many analysts caution against writing off politicians too early. So, as Ndindi Nyoro's political influence declined, the answer depends on how one interprets recent events. Some see recent development as a setback, while others believe they represent a temporary phase in a long political career. What remains clear is that Ndindi Nyoro is still one of Kenya's most recognized young politicians, and his future decisions will continue to attract public attention. Whether he strengthens his influence, forms new alliances, or charts a different political path is something only time will reveal. Do you think Ndindi Nyoro is facing a temporary setback, or is he still one of Kenya's strongest future presidential prospects? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I am Winston Ndindi for National Alert TV.